Hey guys, Neomas here. Now for today's video on this Thursday evening, Dani Ceballos linked back to Real Madrid. The guy wants out. Who would have thought it? Shit, I didn't. Also, Jude Bellingham been linked to Arsenal and Manchester United. Stay tuned to my thoughts and my views, and if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, which should be somewhere around here. Continue to comment, like. Now, let's get started. So let's get started off with some Arsenal news. Dani Ceballos, the Real Madrid player who we bought on loan from them, he wants to go. I don't know what to say. I mean, we haven't seen Dani Ceballos since November. He got injured and he's been out and now he's back. I know he's been on the bench for some games, but it seems that he wants out. I'm actually quite shocked. I mean, we bought in a player for the whole season, and I mean, it's not our fault that he got injured, but it said that, you know, Dani Ceballos came in under Unai Emery. He's ready to go back to Real Madrid. Said that he had a talk with Mikel Arteta, and it seems that he's not either going to get the amount of football that he initially was either promised by the club or promised under Unai Emery. Now this leaves us in a bit of a difficult situation. I mean, obviously the club have known about this for a while now. I mean, the tweet from yesterday after yesterday's draw against Chelsea, he tweeted out in response to Hector Bellerin's goal saying that he's going to miss these moments. So, I mean, it looks like it's already been decided. But it also explains why, you know, we were linked with the Rangers player earlier on today, or at least earlier on in the January transfer window, and why we've been linked with other kind of midfield players as well, because it's quite clear that the club are looking for potential type of replacement. I mean, yes, we do have the likes of Joe Willock there, and maybe we could bring one or two players up from the academy to kind of supplement the numbers and maybe start to bed them in more. But Dani Ceballos is a talented player. Like, I can see it, and I do think he could give us something, but it's quite a shame to see what has happened now. And Dani Ceballos looks like he's already played his last games for Arsenal. He wants to go back to Real Madrid and potentially get a loan to another team for the second half of the season. And I think it's going to be a difficult one, at least for Dani. But it looks like he's going to be going. What do you guys think about this? I mean, are you happy to see him go? I mean, for me, I'm so surprised about this. Quite a bit indifferent about it as well, just because he's been injured out for such a period of time, and even when he was healthy, we wasn't seeing him every single game. He was used pretty much sparingly, and I just think, you know, if he just gives it time. I mean, under Arteta's doing really good things. Like, he's going to get games. And I know you got the Euros coming up, and he probably wants to get into the Spain squad, but come on, Dani. Like there's a good thing going on here. Like, if he doesn't want to stay after the end of the season, you know, and he wants to go back to Real Madrid, then so be it. Like, that could happen. Don't mind that. But right now, we need the bodies. I mean, if we get any serious injuries, particularly if it was like a Mesut Ozil, I mean, yes, we do have Joe Willock, who Arteta seems to be going to, but that's probably because of Dani Ceballos' willingness to move away. That's probably led that on, because, I mean, Ceballos is just far more experienced than Willock, and I like Willock. Willock has improved massively. So when Willock is on the pitch, great. I mean, he scored a brilliant goal in the League Cup against Liverpool. Absolutely stunning. One of my favourite goals this season. But that's what it is. So let's see what happens there with Dani. Leave your comments below, and what do you think about Dani Ceballos potentially going back to, well, not even potentially anymore. Looks like he's going back to Real Madrid. And then finally, we got young player, a 16-year-old. And when I first saw this, normally you don't talk about 16-year-olds because they're general prospects. They're nowhere near the first team. But this guy, Jude Bellingham, from Birmingham City, central midfield player, 16 years old, just shy of 6 foot, about 5'11 and a half. It looks like he's about the same height as myself. And he's a central midfield player for Birmingham. He's already broken in the first team, playing regular football, can play as a central midfield player, left midfield and right midfield. And he looks like a real good find. Like, I was watching some videos on him in preparation for doing this video, and I could honestly say he looks absolutely fantastic. He's 16, but he looks like he's 19, 20 in terms of build. I mean, he just looks like a player who has developed very early, very quick. And he's still young. Like, he's probably going to be 6'1", 6'2", to be really honest. I mean, in another couple of years, could you imagine? In another couple of years, he's going to be 18. And right now, you know, the talk is that Arsenal are looking at him along with Manchester United. Now, obviously, we know Arsenal, you know, we've always been looking for getting those real good quality players for a good amount that we can craft and mould in the Arsenal way. And look at what we've done with Martinelli. Look at what we've done with Eddie Nketiah. Players who we've brought in at that 15, 16 age, and we've brought them through, developed them, and now they're getting football. I can't say first team football, but they're getting football at the very least for Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah, yeah, he's on the bench and he will get some football as well, but they're getting football. Now, Manchester United are said to be really keen on him, and I know, yeah, this is an Arsenal channel, but I've got to talk about the fact that Manchester United are interested in him. You know, they're greatly interested in him. It said that Manchester United have lodged a 25 million bid for him. Arsenal are said to be interested as well. So we know, Arsenal, if you do want Jude, you need to step up with the money. Like, no 10, 15 mils, none of that. No, gotta go 25, 30 mil if you want him. It's definitely overpriced. I don't care like what anybody says. He is talented, and yes, he does play in the championship, but 25, 30 mil for a championship player? Yes, and he's 16, so he's got a high ceiling, but obviously he's still developing. You don't know if you don't know how things are going to be. But things are greatly inflated in terms of his price. Now, Manchester United, 25 mil. It's one of those where, I mean, if you're Birmingham City, you're what? Championship right now, you're not going to get promoted. Let's be really frank. You're not going to get promoted to the Premier League. They're in a state where they're building for the future. Jude would be, perfectly honest, fantastic for that. And even Jermaine Pennant, obviously our former Arsenal Academy player, came out and said that he shouldn't go to Manchester United. And I want to step in and say that, yeah, he shouldn't go to Manchester United because he should come to Arsenal. Because I would rather have some young talented players at Arsenal rather than Manchester United. But that's just me being a little bit biased here. Again, this is an Arsenal channel. The fact of the matter still remains with Jude is that I want talented players to come to Arsenal. If Arsenal want Jude, it's time to put up or shut up, people. Stop talking and more action. We did wonderful by getting Martinelli in at the age that he is in, at the money that he was at. And obviously, you know that Manchester United must be fuming to let a player like Martinelli go when they themselves could have gotten Martinelli for 2 million. And we got him for 6, but they could have gotten him for less. They scouted Martinelli when he was 16 and a half. He was there, taking selfies with Pogba. So it's one of these situations whereby let's do what's right. Even if it's a situation whereby we buy the player and then we loan him back to Birmingham to help with his development. Like, all of this will help. Let's go out there, let's make a business decision. But guys, thank you once again for watching this video. Leave your comments below on what do you think of everything I've said about Dani Ceballos. As I said before, who cares that Dani Ceballos is leaving? I like, leave your comment below on that. I've been quite indifferent about it because I haven't seen him in a while. And you know, like every football fan, you kind of forget all the good moments that Dani had as well for Arsenal. So leave your comments below on what do you think about Dani Ceballos potentially cutting his loan short and going back to Real Madrid. And also Jude Bellingham. Seems like he's one of the next big, great midfield players. 16 years old and already playing first team football. I mean, if I didn't think that that was real, I would have thought that that was something that you see in FIFA career mode. Because only 16-year-olds in my career modes in FIFA wind up being the ones that play in first team football. So he must be a real talent. Leave your comments below on what do you think about him. And Manchester United fans, comment. I know there's going to be some Manchester United fans commenting on this. So please leave your comments. Let's say what you have to say. And yeah, I will see you all next time, which will most likely be tomorrow. Peace.